actually went out last night with my Ivy, my buddy Ryan and his wife.
Okay.
We're at Ruth's Chris Steakhouse.
Oh, Ruth Chris, Woodland Hills?
Yeah, no, actually the one in Marina Del Rey.
Oh, Marina Del Rey.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good steakhouse.
How was that? The last time I went there, it wasn't all that.
It's just prime. It's just prime steaks. They're not. Hey. All right.
All right.
I guess
let's
we're starting.
do this. We got Big Hani Malati here with us.
Hani.
Hani
And it's Hani Malati.
Malati.
There we
Hani
go.
Malati.
Yes.
I'm very happy to be with us today.
Yes. Peter G.
All right. Let's make this happen.
All right. So today we're gonna do the. Well, trying to figure out.
Tell me, you were at Ruth
style.
Crystal last night.
Yes, I was at Ruth's Chris.
I was there about a year ago. I wasn't too impressed.
Okay.
It was my favorite restaurant in 2005 and 6.
Okay.
But lately it hasn't been impressive.
Yeah, I think it's always been good. But as our palates kind of become a little more sophisticated,
True.
we
Gastros,
start going to
Mortons,
exactly. We start going to better restaurants.
True. Then
you go back to something like a
That's
Ruth's
true.
Chris.
That's true. But you know what I'm craving and I haven't gone in a long time is Larry's.
I have never heard of that.
Oh, Larry's next to the Staples Center. They have a prime rib, it's all bloody. It's so good. Dude.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I love it.
Is it one of those restaurants that have been there for a long time?
Yes.
Like a landmark?
Yes, it is a landmark. Yeah.
You know what year they started?
No, but I can let you know.
Like how far back was that? Because usually the really old ones are really good.
Yeah. No, this one's a franchise too. Let's see here, and it's I'm sure you've seen it. So this one's on the La Cienega.
Lowry's?
Yeah.
Oh, Lowry's.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you said Larry's.
No.
Oh, yeah. No, I've actually been there.
Yeah.
I went to that one and I went to the one in Vegas too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. You're right. They're known for their prime rib.
Yes.
I
love prime.
It's all with the horseradish.
Yeah.
Yeah. Au jus.
Yeah. It's my favorite. That's watering.
So is that your favorite steakhouse? One of them.
My favorite steakhouse I have to say is Mastro's.
Okay.
Ocean.
Okay.
Yeah.
I haven't tried Mastro's yet.
Oh no way.
No.
Mastro's, especially the one in Malibu. On the ocean, the steaks are superb.
Okay.
Superb. You can't go wrong.
Okay. What was that before? Because I know it.
Oh yeah, it did change. You're right.
What was it like a Charlie Brown's or what was that?
Maybe.
I wonder what the original restaurant there was.
It's right in between. So Duke's Malibu. And then it's like Nubu, and then they're all three next to each other.
I wonder if it was the old Charlie Brown's.
There
was a Charlie Brown there.
I've never been to Charlie Brown.
Is there still a Gladstone's there as well?
There is.
It's still there.
That's still there.
Okay, so it can't be that one.
No.
It might have been the old Charlie Brown's.
I haven't been there, so.
Okay, so since we're on the topic of steakhouses, what's your favorite steak?
Filet mignon, bone in.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Kind of small, but it's good. I'm a meat eater. I like big steaks. Remember our steak we had in Vegas?
Oh yeah.
At the Hilton?
No, it was at the that was one steakhouse.
One steakhouse inside the Hilton?
At the Virgin Hotel.
The Virgin Hotel. Okay.
The Virgin Hotel. Okay. So the Virgin Hotel used to be the old Hard Rock Hotel.
Yeah. Did that restaurant exist in
that hotel? It was the Hard Rock. It was different. I don't know. I never went there.
Yeah, I never hung out inside the Hard, except for the pool party.
Yes. That's what they were known for.
Yes.
But during COVID, so it turns out during COVID, the Hard Rock wanted to move onto the Strip.
Okay.
Right?
Oh, they moved?
Yeah, they bought the Mirage.
Oh, I didn't know that.
The Mirage is going to be done soon.
So they're transitioning right now.
Yeah.
Oh, that's amazing.
So Hard Rock Hotel sold their property to the Virgin Hotel, and Hard Rock bought Mirage.
Okay.
Which is sad, man, because Mirage is one of the original OG hotels on the Strip.
That's true.
Right?
That's true.
They had the Sigmund and Freud?
I think so, yes.
The Tiger Show?
Yeah.
Remember? The tiger attacked and killed one of them?
Yeah.
Poor bastard. And then they had that fire show.
Yeah, on the outside.
Yeah.
Yeah, we saw
gorgeous.
it.
Beautiful.
I know. It's an OG. It's
landmark.
Original. It is a landmark.
So if they do change it all up and make it the Hard Rock Hotel, I don't know how it feels.
The Strip has already been it's transforming.
Yeah.
Wait, the Mirage, isn't that what was in Ocean's 13 or Ocean's 12?
That was
at the end of the show.
That was the Bellagio.
The Bellagio.
Bellagio.
But at the end when they
maybe.
at the end of the movie when they walk and look at the water.
Oh yeah, was there a fire show?
I don't think so. It was water.
Oh, the fountain.
Yes.
That was also Bellagio, right? They're known for their fountains.
The fountain is at Bellagio.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
but the pirate show is at the Mirage.
The pirate show is that?
It's at the Mirage.
Is it the Mirage?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty sure.
now what's left from the original hotels
Nothing.
Vegas
or casinos?
Vegas changed.
Nothing.
Like you said, man.
Yeah.
It is
nothing.
developed.
Even Harris is gone. So there's nothing that's original.
It's changed.
Yeah.
Wait, isn't Circus still there?
It is still there.
It's off the Strip.
No, it's on the
It's
strip.
on the
Strip,
It's on the
yeah.
strip, but farther down.
It is.
But you know what's interesting? They're actually expanding that strip farther and farther north.
Oh,
You know
okay.
what they just opened up? Maybe
What?
recently. Fountain Blue. The Fountain Blue Hotel. That was a famous resort in Miami.
Oh, no way.
In Florida.
Oh, nice.
They opened the one up,
Wow.
and they have a poppy steak in there. We went to Poppy Steak in Miami.
Okay.
That's probably one of the best steakhouses I've ever been to.
Is it? I never tried it.
Unbelievable.
Is it?
Yeah.
Nice.
Unbelievable.
Nice. I like Miami.
Yeah.
I gotta visit Miami more often.
Yeah. You were just there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I loved it.
Enjoyed it?
I loved every minute of it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Except the humidity. The humidity started kicking in and getting a little sticky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I got used to it a little bit.
You did?
Yeah.
Just hard with California weather, man.
It's good. Yeah. You can't compete. You can't compare.
Nobody can compete with California weather. That explains our house prices.
Yes. It's good for your skin though too.
Oh, the humidity?
Yeah.
Okay.
Keeps you hydrated. Keeps your
Yeah.
skin hydrated. It's the opposite of like a place like say Arizona.
Oh, that's dry.
Dry
I hate
and
that.
man, I
cannot
knew
go to
a girl that lived in LA,
Yeah.
went to Arizona. She came back 4 years later.
Same here.
She aged. She was there only like 4 years. She came back looking 10, 15 years
No
older.
way.
She just dried out.
Wow.
It's that dry desert.
Wow. I know people that said, I got great jobs in Arizona. I'm heading out over there. They go there, come back 2-3 years later. They can't handle the heat.
Dry.
Yeah.
Yeah. Whereas Florida is humid.
Exactly.
So,
Exactly.
there's pros and cons to both.
So Ronnie, Hani, you've been in your industry for a long time. What led you into your industry?
Which industry are we talking about?
Well, you've done a couple of things. You've Social Security.
Okay.
You've been in sales for a while.
Yeah. I've done sales all my life.
All your life.
Yeah.
How did it start? Where did you start? In
Oh,
sales?
wow. Whew. That's going back.
Okay.
I think I started doing
After high school or in high school?
During high school.
Wow.
I think I was a sophomore, a junior in high school.
Okay.
And one of my buddies is like, "Hey, I got this job," and we're young. We're like, "Job?
Yeah.
What do you do?" He's like,
16.
I sell these. It's ridiculous. These car care packages.
Okay.
So I guess this guy started a company where he would contract with all the local gas stations,
Okay.
but more specifically the ones that had a garage. So they did tune-ups and oil
Mechanical,
changes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
And he would just have this little, I guess you could say a little cardboard,
Okay.
a little brochure thing with all these boxes on it.
Yeah.
And it's like a, free oil change, free this,
Okay.
tire rotation, whatever. And we go and sell these things for like, I think they're like $40, $50, but we got to keep $10 for each one we sold.
And you're selling it to the owners or the
No,
individuals?
me?
Yeah.
So he would throw us all into a van,
Okay.
and we just go to a town. We all get out, and we just go. We hit up house to house, door to door.
Oh wow, door knocking. at
Yeah, man,
16.
door knocking, and that's all I did for like a good year and a half.
Wow.
So
And whatever you sell, $10 a pop.
a pop, man.
Not bad
And here's the thing:
for a 16-year-old.
I got to the point.
Uh-huh.
So there was usually between 6 to 10 of us.
Okay.
I would sell me
Okay.
in one night. I'd sell more than all those guys combined,
Dang. So you're making $100 a night
easily.
in the early 90s.
Yes.
That's pretty damn good.
Yeah.
That's pretty damn
It was
good.
really good.
Yeah.
And the guy loved me.
Wow.
I was selling his stuff,
Yeah.
but the stuff you learn from door knocking.
Oh yeah. That's ballsy.
The-
I have to admit, I've never done it. I've never done door knocking. I've done, business to business, but I haven't gone home to home.
You know what was really challenging?
Uh-huh.
When he put us in these really And you know me,
High-end homes.
high-end little neighborhoods.
Yeah.
And I'm 6'3".
Yeah.
I mean, in high school I wasn't that big.
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
maybe a $170.
Okay.
So kind of skinny, but still tall nonetheless.
Yeah, yeah.
And this is after school, and during the winter, it got dark at 5.
Uh-huh.
We would work usually from like maybe 5 to 8.
Okay.
So it's night.
Yeah.
So imagine a 6'3" guy knocking on your door,
It's a little intimidating.
right?
Yeah.
And I'm trying to sell you. You got to open the door first of all,
course.
and then you got to
That's
listen to me,
Yeah.
right? But I got to the point where it was just second nature.
Nice. Nice.
I'll tell you one time this story. This girl was just by herself.
Okay.
We had such a good conversation. She wound up inviting me in for dinner.
Wow.
Yeah, and that night I didn't sell much because I was hanging out with her, having
Yeah,
dinner
yeah.
with her.
Yeah.
But you'd be surprised. It doesn't matter what you look like,
Yeah.
your height.
Of course. It's
all personality.
It's the first 30 seconds.
Yeah,
So what you do in the first 30 seconds to
Yeah.
go ahead and engage them,
yeah,
break the ice.
Yeah.
So it's really about 30 seconds. And your sell's the hardest sell, honestly, going door to door. I give
Door
you
to door.
major props for that.
Man, that's all I knew.
Yeah. That's great.
After that, I did a little sales through cell phone sales.
Okay.
I sold cell phones at it was Pacific Bell Wireless. Back
Bell
then.
Wireless, okay.
Back in that Pacific
Before
Bell.
Pac Bell, yeah. Okay.
Pacific Bell Wireless. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that was in San Pedro.
Okay.
I did so good that they wound up promoting me to like the regional sales guy.
Nice.
So they're like, dude, you're good at sales.
Nice.
You shouldn't be in a store. You're gonna all the stores. If they get a big account or a lead,
Yeah.
we're giving them to you.
Nice. So you can
So
go
I was
close
going,
it.
yeah. So bro, I was going to downtown LA,
Oh, nice.
suited up.
So you were doing business to business?
Yes.
Nice.
Yeah. So I was
Nice.
doing that. I was walking into boardrooms,
Okay.
talking to
Yeah.
like a boardroom.
Yeah, yeah.
With
For
all
them
the
to
people. Yeah. 'Cause
switch over to your company.
Yeah, but they want to do it on a much larger scale.
Nice.
Coca-Cola was one of my
Wow.
contracts.
Hundreds and thousands of lines you would sell at one time.
Yes. Well, the Coca-Cola one, it was more to maintain.
Okay.
That was handed to me.
Got
Like,
it,
we
got
want you to
it, got
maintain this as I'm also opening up these other
Nice.
these lines. So,
Nice.
yeah, I've pretty much done only sales
Okay.
for a major part of my life.
Okay.
So sales is easy. It's not a hard thing.
It is. It's. I really believe that sales is either in you or not.
Yeah.
Not everybody's born with sales, and it's something hard to teach. I can't take up an individual who doesn't have it in him to train him at sales. I mean, what do you think about that?
I mean, to a certain point, you're right. Right.
Mm-hmm.
Some people just can't sell.
Yeah.
But if you give them the proper tools, the scripts, if you simplify things simple enough
True. True.
to where they can't, it's almost foolproof,
Yeah.
and it takes a lot of practice.
Yeah.
So I think that's where the difference is.
I mean,
Some people they're natural. Some people it just takes a lot of practice.
Got it. I've been there and I've done the training, I've done the scripts and so forth, but still it's different than the person who's got it natural
Yeah.
than the person who doesn't have
Man, some people are just naturals, man.
it. Absolutely.
Yeah,
I
and,
know.
and at multiple things.
Yeah. And me being in sales all my life too, so I've seen, different types of salespeople.
Yeah.
And I know what works. But there's there's different types of salespeople.
Yeah.
Right? And I'm not gonna say one is worse or one's better than the other. They're all pretty damn good, but if they have that in them.
Yeah.
If they don't have it into them, it's not a problem. Just
Right.
sales not for them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that let's see. After that, what did we do after that? After that, it kind of took a turn. I went to chiropractic school.
Okay.
Got my education.
All right.
And just I've done a lot of things. I worked at LA Convention Center. I was a manager there,
Nice.
managing up to 200, 250 people for
Like
these large,
events? Massive
very
events.
large events. Like
Nice.
we did Microsoft, Home Depot. We did the All-Star game.
Oh, nice.
We did
So you got to meet some NBA players.
James Taylor. Oh yeah. I met Magic.
Oh, sick.
Rick Fox back in the day.
Okay.
Remember him? The old
Nice.
school Lakers.
Yeah.
We did, yeah. Although I think the All-Star game was the All-Star
funnest.
game. All-Star game was great.
Yeah.
We always did the car show, LA car show.
I was there for sure because I've gone to
Yeah.
every car show when I was a
Yes.
kid.
How great are those, right?
Oh yeah, it's amazing.
I think that one thing cool about the car show is
Mm-hmm.
if you're in the market to buy a car
Yeah.
it's kind of a pain in the ass, right? It's a hassle to
true.
have to go to every dealership.
To know what it is. So you go there and
Yeah.
you get to see, read
You
the
go to-
specs, everything.
exactly.
Sit in it. Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
you go to the car show, you got them all there.
That's true.
It's almost like all the dealers come to you.
True. No,
one
I
location.
I miss the car wash.
Yeah.
I mean, I just haven't gone in the last.
Are they still doing that?
They are. And I was just telling my wife I want to go this year, and I missed it. It was in December,
Yeah, it's usually at the end of the year.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
first week of December.
We did. Let's see, what else did we do? We did. James Taylor, singer.
Yes.
We presented an award for him. I got to meet Nicole Kidman in that.
Cool.
Who else? A lot of actors and singers were there. Yeah, but so that's
Okay.
what I did.
So after the
E3 was.
Oh yeah, I love
E3 was another event that I loved.
Me too. Technology, baby.
Yeah,
I love cars and technology.
cars and yes.
That's me. That's the story of my game.
What about you?
So I've been in the hotel industry for a
Okay.
long time.
Okay.
After high school at 18, but during high school I did do some sales too. But
Okay.
I created business cards.
Okay.
So for guys spitting game at girls, I'll create these business cards with their number on it or their pager number on it.
Okay.
Print them out, laminate them, sell them to the guys. All done at home. I made a porn website.
You made a what?
Porn website. Stole,
You said porn?
Yeah, yeah.
Porno.
Yes.
Oh wow. Okay.
I just stole images from other porn sites, put them on mine, and then sold them. $20 a login.
That was a long time ago.
Yeah,
right?
I built that myself. Yeah, it was a long time ago.
Okay.
I created CDs.
This is really off the record, isn't it?
I created CDs,
Okay.
downloading music
Okay.
on Napster, recording them on a CD and selling them.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
so-
Napster.
Yeah.
Remember that?
Oh, Napster was my shit. Was the shit. I was
Right.
using Napster before there was high-speed internet.
So speaking of Napster, isn't that you've seen that movie about Facebook?
Yeah. That was
Remember
the guy
remember the Justin
Yeah.
Timberlake character?
Yep.
He's the one that created Napster,
Yep,
correct?
that's
Okay.
correct.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. No, Napster was a badass.
Yeah, I actually used them too.
Oh yeah.
It was the little cat icon,
Exactly.
right? Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah.
It was amazing.
After that shut down, I started using LimeWire for a while.
Oh yeah, I did LimeWire too.
A long
LimeWire was
time
great.
ago, yeah.
Yeah. So you download them, burn them on a CD, and sell them.
Okay. Well, for the record, I never sold anything.
Oh yeah.
It was just all personal use.
Oh okay. Nice.
Are those helicopters outside?
I think they're on their way. They're tracking Peter's GPS right now.
I know. Then I got into after high school. I got into the hotel. I've done almost every position at the hotel.
Okay.
I loved it until a friend
No
of mine,
pun intended.
until a friend of mine got me into the mortgage industry
Okay.
in 2003.
Okay.
And said, "Hey, come be a loan officer." I didn't even know what a loan officer is. I don't know what a mortgage is, and I joined. And I thank him till this day. He knows who he is, and it's ever since then. It's just been great. Became a supervisor, a manager. Then I went back to a loan officer. Then I done the manager again. So back and forth. Processed my own loans. Studied underwriting. So kind of knew the ins and outs of the mortgage industry. Never gets boring, to completely be honest with you. So I could probably do mortgage till the day I die, and it's always going to be interesting. I did real estate. I always thought real estate was kind of boring, but about like 5 years ago, it started to get a little more interesting, a little more fun, got more involved. I was doing it as the hobby, more like just for a couple of friends here and there. But now, it's been a little bit of more income based. And now I'm training other realtors so I can go ahead and get them to a position where they can close 20 deals a year.
Very nice.
And then this podcast came in my head and, watching Joe Rogan, Patrick Bet-David, just seems very interesting.
Two legends right there.
Yeah, it is. And those guys I highly respect. And I think they're changing the world.
Yeah.
I think CNN days and MSNBC and Fox News days are out.
Yeah.
If we really compare the viewings on Joe Rogan and Patrick Bet-David alone compared to the other guys, they're kicking ass.
Yeah, Joe Rogan, I think we were talking about this earlier.
Yeah.
He has more viewers than CNN.
Wow.
Yeah.
One guy. I didn't even really check.
More viewers than CNN.
Wow.
Well,
Well-
but CNN is
You have those statistics?
Actually, I just wanted to let you guys know. One of the reasons behind why they're so popular and people watch them more than CNN and all these Fox News. It's because no one's paying them to say, "Oh, you have to say this on the news. If you don't say this," they're like, "No, this is my opinion.
They're not controlled by the society.
This is the research that I did." Exactly.
Yeah.
This is the research
and
we
they're not
did.
controlled by
Media corporations.
Yes. Can't say this, do this, no cuss words.
So think about what you just said, and that's really important.
Mm-hmm.
Everything you watch on TV, it's scripted.
True.
It's scripted.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you've seen some of these.
We're recording right now. We got no script anywhere.
There's zero script.
Yeah.
We have nothing.
Exactly.
Right off the cusp.
Exactly.
But if you look at sometimes the news channels, they're different channels,
Yes.
different shows, different
Yes.
people.
Saying the
They're
same
saying
exact
the
thing.
sometimes
And at the same
verbatim.
time-
You want me to
sometimes,
Absolutely.
Should I pull up that video where they're saying exactly the
Yeah,
same?
I've
Sometimes
seen that video.
verbatim the same
And I
sentence.
think like 2 weeks ago they probably received a memo say good things about Joe Biden, and all of them were saying good things about Joe Biden at the same exact fucking time.
Yeah.
It's bullshit.
Which is weird because
Complete bullshit.
our eyes show us one thing, but the news is telling us
Yeah.
something different.
True.
San Antonio's Jessica Headley.
And I'm Ryan Wolf. Our greatest responsibility is to serve our Treasure Valley community.
Yeah, there it
Is the
is.
sound coming out of here?
Communities.
Sound good.
Eastern Iowa communities.
We are extremely
No, that
proud
wasn't
of the
supposed to happen.
quality, balanced journalism that CBS 4 News
Oh, there's
produces.
no to there.
But
Plaguing our country.
I figured out what happened. Just give me 1 second.
What?
Where's the USB to the computer? Is that in there?
No, that's on the floor.
Okay, that's right. And then I just have to.
We'll just pause this part here.
There you go.
Yeah.
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 I know what to do.
That's what I was saying. That's gonna fix the sound. So that sound will be clear and right into the thing.
Yep. It was number 6.
Yeah. Are you sure you're in the right place? So now play it.
The sharing of biased and false news has become all too common on social media. More alarming, some media outlets publish the same fake stories without checking facts first.
The sharing of biased and
False news has become all too common on social media.
Isn't this insane? So this completely blows my mind.
Yeah, bro.
Look at this. These are all different channels. Channel 7, Channel 12, right? Fox.
Yeah.
You got Fox. You got CBS.
Yep.
How are they saying the exact? And it's the
And we all-
exact same
We all
freaking
thought
paragraph.
that Fox was going to be the most reliable because they're on the more,
Yeah, that's just insane to me.
more
That's
on
crazy.
the right,
That's
more
crazy.
conservative. No,
Yeah.
they're the same shit.
Yeah.
You know.
So are we back on recording? Where so you were saying earlier you work for hotels
Yeah.
and then now you're doing loans.
I did
so
mortgages.
you now have a taste of both working for a stable career like a hotel,
Yeah.
as opposed to having your own business.
Yes.
Can you explain
So
which ones you like? Some of the pros
So
and
as a
cons.
loan, so there was two things. I was not always self-employed. I started as an employee, countrywide, at 23 years old.
Okay. So
Worked-
you were an employee.
I was
still.
an employee.
Okay.
Right.
gotcha.
W-2.
Yeah.
Getting paid 8% of the commission.
Okay.
8% of the gross commission that would
Okay.
come in, I would get paid, and I thought that was great.
Yeah.
Still making over $100,000.
So the
23
company
years
would
old.
get the other 92.
Exactly.
Wow. Okay.
Exactly. But not knowing that I'm getting 8%, and
Yeah.
that's good or that's bad.
Yeah.
Nothing to compare it to.
Yeah.
So, I'm receiving 8% of the commission. I'm getting a W-2. Uncle Sam's taking 48% of my checks, right? Again, still 23 years old. Pretty damn good. Feels good. Life's great. I'm at the car wash show, coincidentally. I meet a friend of mine, Randy, there. Randy's like, what are you doing? We start talking. He started comparing numbers. He's like, okay, so if you got
Oh, so he was doing loans too.
he's a broker.
Okay. Oh, he's a broker.
And he had a broker, he had a shop.
Okay.
So he was like, so if you got a guy with like a 640 credit score, 620 credit score, right? It's 80% loan to value. You're doing his refi. He had a late or two on the loan. What rate are you giving him? So I'm like, I'm giving him like 6.25. He was like, okay, perfect. And then how many points are you charging him on that? I was like, probably 1. He's like, okay, great. And he's like, what did you get paid on that loan? I was like, about $1,500. 500,000 loan, so 50, $1,500. He goes, what? And I was like, what? He's like, are you serious? He goes, that's a $20,000 commission to me.
Wow. That's not even close, man.
Yeah, $20,000 commission.
That's not even close. That's
and I was
insane.
like, well, that's you. I mean, you're the broker. What are you going to pay me? And he was like, bro, I mean, worst case scenario, I'll pay you 50%. So you're making
worst
10
case
G's.
scenario. Wow.
Worst case scenario, I'm going to pay you 10 G's at 50%. I said, what? I mean, how does that make sense? He's like, look, like I pay my guys from 35 to 50%, but if you're bringing that lead, I'll pay you 50%. If I'm generating that lead, I'm paying you 35%. 35,000 of still $7,000.
Yeah.
7,000 compared to
Still
1,500 is ridiculous.
Nothing close. Not even close.
And then I said, well, I mean, how do we get business? And he goes, I generate the business for you. I was like, wow, I want to join you. And he said, no, you're not going to join me. I'm going to open up a branch for you.
Wow.
You're going to bring on some guys and we're going to do this together. And your knowledge sounds really good. So we're going to do this. So I started at 2003 at Countrywide, 2005, 25 years old, opened up my first office. Randy pays me through Randy.
So you moved to his broker, to his shop. Okay.
Through a shop. Great Western Home Loans was the name of the company.
It's a great name.
Yeah. He paid me 80%, right? Helped me run it. Again, I need it. I mean, I'm 25. I don't know shit, And I bring in a shitload of friends over from Countrywide. 16 LOs.
All from Countrywide.
All from Countrywide.
16. Oh, Countrywide loved you, man.
Oh,
you took a good chunk of their office.
Oh, yeah. So we had 16 LOs, having a blast.
Yeah.
Went from making $100,000 a year to someone making $200,000 and $300,000 a year. I had one guy who probably made $500,000 with me, and it was just stupid money.
Yeah.
It was really easy.
Yeah.
So fun.
Yeah.
So speaking of Vegas, we were in Vegas every other weekend.
I bet.
And just young and dumb and just spending a ton of money.
So some of the pros and cons of having your own business as opposed to working for a company.
Now I'll tell you something. At that time, hard to compare. Money was too easy. This is 2005. This was when if you can fog a mirror, you're getting a loan.
Okay.
Right. So
you just have to have a pulse.
Exactly. You have a pulse, you're getting that loan. So there's nothing to it.
Okay.
There was business out there up the wazoo. So finding the business, and then I had my own lead source. That's a different subject. Maybe at times we'll talk about it. Yeah. But business was there. We're generating tons of loans. So there's no stress.
Yeah.
So that doesn't really, those are good times. Now come 2008, July 2008, that's when the stress kicks in.
Yeah.
Now you got no lenders, right? Clients who want loans, but you can't give them loans because there's no banks to give them the money. So we can't fund loans. That's where the stress comes in now.
Yeah.
You have all these guys. You don't know how to pay them. You don't know how to generate business for them. You don't know where to send the loans to. So of course that's when we shut down. So there's the self-employment.
You and a lot of different shops.
Huh?
A lot of shops shut down during that.
A lot. Yeah, it was only me. But a ton of I had 3 branches at that time, and laid off probably I want to say 36 guys,
Okay.
36 individuals. Canceled leases on 3 offices, and I think I remember that month that I did that all, I lost $80,000 from my personal bank account.
Just in 1 month.
Just 1 month.
Yeah.
Paying salaries or commissions or whatever. Tony, my best friend, was with me, and he saw me writing these checks. And the worst part of it is my partner at the time just ran for the hills, left me hanging.
Oh wow.
So he came up $80,000 more than I did.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So it wasn't a fair ending of a partnership.
So times were so tough. It probably didn't matter whether you worked for yourself or for a company.
It was
that
bad.
period.
It was
I'm sure
bad.
everyone.
Yeah. So again, I want to say 2000 from 3 to 10, just abnormal times.
Yeah.
Abnormal times. Now you should take experience from them, because could they repeat? Yes, they could repeat. Is it the norm? No, it's not the norm, but it could come up. So you need to be aware of it. Now we come to 2012. I go back to employed, work at Wells Fargo, loan officer. Life's okay. It's good, not bad. The boss is my friend, so he wasn't too aggressive. Made some good money, but still wasn't happy. You go from self-employed to now report to this office wearing your suits. Oh shit, you didn't wear your tie.
Yeah.
You're getting in trouble for not wearing your tie.
Yeah, you could be late for work, traffic, things like that.
So not super excited. So I leave Wells Fargo, go to another lender now. So instead of W-2, I become 1099. I'm going to a lender. I'm a branch manager. It was called Bank of Cal in Calabasas. They had a couple franchises. The CEO was our ex-mayor, Vergosa.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he was the CEO of the company.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, he was cool. I met him a couple times.
I met him at the LA Convention Center.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Once, yeah.
So yeah, I hung out with them once. President's Club. So it was good. Still though, not like super excited, right? So I moved a couple times. So after Bank of Cal, movement mortgage, New Penn Financial, learned a couple good things there, and then God's grace, made a phone call by mistake to an old friend, Joe Shalaby, who
You were trying to call who?
I was trying to call Joe Shaliha.
Oh, Joe Shaliha.
Joe Shaliha was the underwriting manager at New Penn Financial.
Okay.
But I accidentally dialed Joe Shalaby, who's
They were probably right above each other.
exactly
Contact.
exactly, and I was annoyed. Something was going on with underwriting, so I was trying to just get to this guy ASAP to resolve the situation. So I get in touch with this. I called Joe Shalaby, and Joe's like, "Hey, yo, Pete, you still in the mortgage game?" I said, "Yeah, of course. What else am I gonna do?" He's like, "I just opened up my shop. You gotta join me." I said, "Joe, let me call you right back. I gotta take care of something right with this my underwriting manager." So I took care of that. Tried to call him back, tried him out, sent him a couple loans to eMortgage, and I was like, "Wow, this is beautiful. It's fast. Pay was good. Everything was good. Turnaround time was great. He was working with UWM, which we still work with until now, and I was like, man, this is great." So I did the transition.
There was a period where you didn't talk to Joe Shalaby for a while?
Yeah. So it wasn't too long. So me and Joe did loan modifications together, and that was in 2010.
Okay.
So we actually shared the same lawyer. We had a lawyer that was, he was a lawyer for his firm and my firm while we were doing loan modifications, which was a pain in our ass. But we did that for 2 or 3 years.
But you guys go back even farther.
Oh, yeah. I've known Joe since we're like 10.
Okay.
10 or 12 years old.
Okay.
Went to the same church.
Okay.
Yeah.
Which church?
San Athanasios in
Northridge.
in the Northridge, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you guys grew up together,
Yeah.
good friends.
Absolutely.
And then there was a period where you guys kind of got busy.
We stopped talking maybe in 2013.
Okay.
Right? And this whole situation happened in 2018.
Okay.
Right.
Oh, wow. So a good 5 years.
It was a good 5 years.
What happened during that 5 years? Just busy?
5 years, yeah. I left, the loan modification, and I started going back to mortgages because he was out of mortgage. We were all out of mortgages, of course. He went to Pacific Mercantile Bank.
Okay.
He was there for a while. And then he went to, I think, Blue Point, or actually I forgot the retail department. He was the number one loan officer in the entire company. So, I mean, Joe's a way better loan officer than I am. I'll have to admit it, 100%.
Okay.
Right? I did my jumping, and then, again, we reconnected, and I've been with him ever 2018. He had opened his company, I think, in 2017 or 16.
Okay.
Right? And I was his maybe 16th loan officer in the company.
Oh, wow.
Now he has, like, 625.
I heard it's up to 800
Oh,
now.
800 now.
Maybe even up almost up to 900 now.
Damn.
He's recruiting heavily.
He's recruiting branches and companies.
Yes.
So he's getting 40, 50 at a time.
Yes.
Yeah, so I believe that. And he's badass. Joe's got he's one of the ultimate salespersons I know, actually. Major respect for Joe.
Not just that, not just how successful and how good of a loan officer he was.
He's a good human.
He's just a good guy. He's
He absolutely
a good
is.
guy.
Yeah, absolutely.
You can tell just a few seconds talking to him.
Oh yeah.
He's real.
He's a good guy. He's always been a great guy in his life. So and God has blessed him, and he deserves those blessings.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
We like to see good people win.
absolutely,
Right?
absolutely,
And because when good people win, they share with others.
exactly.
Right? There's
Definitely.
not that concept of scarcity.
Correct.
You know, where people think, oh, if I have to win, so because if I give to them,
Yeah.
then I'm losing.
Correct.
No, there's plenty for everyone.
There is.
Right.
It's a matter who wants to go get it.
Right.
You know, do you want to stay at home and watch other people get it, or do you want to go get it? It's good to learn and interview and have conversations with successful people and see what they did and what worked for them and go for it, and what didn't work and stay away from it. You
Yes.
know, that's the way I always say it.
Right.
You know, but I feel like, you know, being at a W-2 or being at an employee. I mean, look at I'm right now. I am 1099 or I am self-employed, but I do work for Joe. You know, Joe is the owner of the company. It's not my company, but I don't feel that I am employed at any.
Oh,
way.
absolutely. You make your own schedule.
I make my
You
own
wake up
schedule.
when you want.
Exactly.
You
And I control
schedule
my
your
check.
appointment. Exactly.
Yeah, and he shows me. He's like, hey, you got this alone making $5 million this year. You got this alone making $40,000 this year.
And he really does have LOs making
He does.
$5 million a
Oh,
year.
he does.
Yeah.
Yeah, Nancy Bayad making
Set-
$5 million a year.
Multiple ones.
Yes.
Making
Absolutely.
over $1 million a year.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So
You know, I was
it's
at
there.
the trading at UWM, sitting next to a gentleman, very nice guy, and just talking to him, and he makes over $1 million a year,
Yeah.
and he's by himself with one assistant and his wife.
So that's very impressive.
It's just him,
'Cause
one
you-
assistant, one LOA,
Yeah.
and his wife processes. So it's
Wow.
only them three.
So a 3-man team.
3-man team makes $1 million a year.
Wow. Because you would think $1 million a year, you probably have a team like
Oh yeah.
10,
I'm
15.
not gonna lie, we got a big team. We're growing our team, and we're not near $1 million.
Yeah.
So look, there is one thing though that we do have a handicap compared to Nancy and this gentleman here. It's the city. It's the type of loans you get. When your loan average is 1.3, 1.4,
Oh, they're in the high end.
they're in Newport Beach,
Okay, yeah.
right?
Oh, yeah. You're not
Your
gonna do a-
minimum loan
yeah.
is 1.2, 1.3.
minimum.
You might pick up loans at 15 and 20 million dollars
Yes.
that you're gonna have a hard times to find a lender for it.
Yeah.
But when you close that loan, I mean, that already made how many loans for us? That's like 25 of our loans.
Yeah. That's huge.
You know what I'm saying? So they got a 25 loan head start.
Right.
You know,
Just
with
for that
one
deal.
process, one loan.
Wow. Yeah.
You know, asking Christina to process 25 loans, so asking process one loan.
And they can
And I
focus
want
on
to
that
tell
one
you
loan.
that 10-15 million dollar loan is probably easier than funding our $350,000 loan,
Why do you think that is?
because you're dealing with his CPA, his bookkeepers, right? Who have all his information,
I get it.
his lawyers, his assistants.
Right. This guy isn't
that
going to
they
have.
know everything about this gentleman,
Right.
this client, right? So it's such an easy.
He
process.
basically has professionals
Absolutely.
working with us.
You're going to go to
or
your
with his-
lender.
his
You're going to
loan
go.
officer.
I mean, of course, now we're not talking Fannie, Freddie. We're talking
Jumbo and
jumbo, super jumbo, portfolio loans, right? These portfolio loans, you're dealing with your account executive. Your account executive is dealing with a credit team. Credit team's like, okay, we got a $15 million loan coming in here in Newport Beach for a $30 million house. So it's at a 50% loan to value. But still, I don't care. It's at a 50% loan. We're lending $15 million.
that's a lot of money.
It's a lot of money. We need to know, who is this guy?
Yeah.
So they actually have to do a background check on this client other than just underwriting. So they'll give us a list of what we need. We present that to our client and his team, right? In an email and a conversation. And then they send it to us, send it to them, and that's it. So compare this process to a $300,000 loan. You take the app, right, on Arrive. You go ahead and run your DU. Your DU gives you approved eligible, right? You gather whatever documents on your DU. You give it to an underwriter. Underwriter goes, cool, I see everything on your DU here is here, but I want this and this and this and that and that, right? And maybe some of this and that coming from the underwriter is very hard to accomplish.
Mm-hmm.
And it'll take us a week or two to accomplish, right? But the $15 million loan, it's like, I need all your corporate tax returns. No problem. Attach it forward, boom, send it to
Because once again, he has professionals that have already. that
Our
are already
client is
prepared
sitting there
that.
sending them picture by picture.
Yeah, but
Right?
with their phone.
With their
screen,
phone at bad angles. And
Yeah.
you missed this page. You missed
Yeah.
that page.
Yeah.
And we got to sit there and fix that whole
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
So trust me, it's a whole different ball game. And I'll ask him, how long did it take you to close this, $15 million loan? 20 days.
Wow. Okay.
And it's the same thing like commercial. Commercial is the same thing like these jumbos. I mean, treat them the same way.
Okay.
So it's a transition we need to do. Where we live, unfortunately, we don't have those properties. You know, where we should target over there. Target the right cities. But of course, those cities have known loan officers there. They're that relationship.
Yeah.
The realtor who's dealing with the $30 million purchase knows I'm not going to speak to Peter and Hani, who are, you know, haven't played with this, don't have the lenders, don't have the relationships. So I'm not going to give it to you. I'm going to give it to the guy that already knows where to call, where to send it. But again, I'm not trying to say we shouldn't do that. We should try to transition into it. Try to learn it.
Absolutely.
You know, because sitting with him, by the way, I mean, it was like a 30-40 minute conversation with this gentleman. I was impressed.
Did
I
he,
didn't
did,
know.
did he
I
drop
know
any
him.
nuggets? Did he
Huh?
drop any nuggets?
No, not really.
He doesn't. He didn't
No, he
reveal
didn't.
any of his
No,
secrets.
No, I mean, other than just connecting with high-end realtors.
Because that is impressive. Like you said, $1 million, 3 people.
Exactly.
That's
But who's the main man of getting these leads? It's him.
yeah.
You know, and it's because of his relationship.
And how long has he been doing this for? Forever, probably.
No,
No. What?
5 years ago.
Shut up.
He was a branch manager of a bank 6 years ago.
And he left. He was a branch manager.
He was
of
a branch
bank.
manager in Newport Beach still, so he's in the area. He knows of mortgages, you
Yeah.
know, but he was never a loan officer
No.
officially as a loan
Oh,
officer
wow.
only 5 years ago.
So listen to this.
And I've been doing this for 22 years.
In 5 years, he started making $1 million
Absolutely.
a year.
Absolutely. Before that, what was he making? 100, 120, 130?
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
Very, very inspiring.
It is.
So let's see. What year was that? 2019?
Yeah.
No, 2018.
Yeah. He came in at the right sweet spot. I mean, 18, 19, you learn. 20, it was a boom. I mean, anybody could have made money in 20.
Maybe he had a lot of
Connections.
yeah. I mean, he obviously a branch manager of a bank
For sure.
is going to know a lot of
For
people.
sure. No, again, look, we can, you know, give excuses or whatever, you know, from here till tomorrow. We can't take away from anything from him.
No, of course.
He's a badass mofo.
Yeah. He had resources and he took
had
advantage
resources.
of
He
it.
took advantage of it and he did it. So I give him props. But again, can we do it? Yes, we can probably
Yeah.
do it. You know, it's going to take us some time. Yeah, it is. You know, but we need to strategize.
Yeah.
We need to brainstorm and strategize and then hit it.
Yeah.
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 You know, and maybe go interview these guys. Go have a conversation. Maybe throw them on our podcast.
Yeah.
And let's just chat with them.
Yeah.
I really want to do a Joe. I really want to do this gentleman. And one day I want to do a Nancy.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, the secret is just get him drunk and let him reveal everything.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly.
I want to know how he makes $1 million a year.
Same here.
Nancy's making
Yeah.
$5 million a year.
Yep. True.
Then there's more.
There's more. There's realtors we want to interview.
Yeah.
We want to figure out how these realtors do it.
Yeah.
You know? Because I feel like real estate is actually tougher than loans in the sense of the process. Going on the MLS, finding the right property, setting the properties, showing the client.
To be honest, I feel sorry for these real estate agents.
It's a lot of work. It's a lot of driving.
It's a lot of driving.
I mean, I really think you need assistance and you need to figure this out because I've been tired of real estate, right? And I've always bashed on them, saying, "Oh, you guys got the easiest job in the world." It's not as easy. There is a lot of driving and working and so forth. We have the hard part of structuring the loan.
Which is more
and maintaining-
complicated.
It's complicated.
They have it just consumes more time.
It does.
They have to get up and drive around
True.
and get dressed
True.
and this and that.
True.
We have the advantage of sitting at our desk,
Yeah, with our PJs and just
even in our PJs,
Yeah.
cranking out the numbers.
Exactly.
Right. It's more of a it's a less physically involving
Mm-hmm. True.
job,
Yes.
but it's very
It's
sometimes-
a mental
Right.
more. It's more
Right.
mental and
right.
and ours is all about relationships with the lenders
Right.
and the underwriters to get this loan done.
Basically, all the weight is pretty much on our shoulders
It is.
because the real estate agent can do everything.
Oh no, it is.
Find the client.
It explains the
find
white
the
hair.
house.
I mean, the
Yeah.
white hair, the stress of what we
Yeah.
do
Yeah.
is way more. So there's
Right.
might not be as stressful. It's just more physical.
Yeah.
like we said. You
Yeah.
know. So if she's a sick chick, you know, she's gotta, you know, show those cleavage. You know, get on her knees to make the deal happen. Sometimes, whatever it takes. You know.
I guess so.
Yeah.
Whatever it takes.
Exactly.
Speaking of that guy, the guy that was making $1 million a year. One thing interesting you said,
Mm-hmm.
his type of clients, very wealthy,
True.
for purchasing
True.
the How much did you say the house was? In that
30
example?
mil.
30
There's
mil.
30 mil. There's tons of
Guy
30
buying a
mil.
$30 million house. You said has an accountant.
Oh yeah.
What else does he have? What do you think?
Bookkeeper.
Bookkeepers.
Yeah. I mean, well, the accountant is a bookkeeper and everything, managing all this shit. Yeah.
He probably has multiple accounts too, depending on how many businesses he has. Who knows, right?
Yeah.
I almost feel like if that's what it takes to be successful,
Mm-hmm.
I feel like people should start kind of setting something up like that now. Deal with your professional
True.
accountant. Get
Oh,
an
I agree.
accountant.
I agree.
Right? Some people want to save a few bucks by doing their
Yeah.
own taxes.
I agree.
Right.
And I'm doing that for my business. I'm actually looking for a bookkeeper.
Yeah.
I am looking for a bookkeeper. I'm done doing my own bookkeeping. I don't
Yeah.
know why I was doing that.
Yeah.
A friend of mine who was always telling me, he was like, dude, you need a bookkeeper who will actually manage your ARs, your APs, your projections. So this is what you've done this month. This is what you should do the next month to kind of help you set goals.
Yeah.
You know, because me sitting there in the back end doing my QuickBooks and my math on that, it just takes times for generating.
And
those
you're not,
things.
and in general, you're not going to be as good as
No.
a professional
No,
accountant,
no,
right?
no.
It's almost like
No
having,
experience, no training.
it's
Yeah.
almost like having a guy that wants to buy a house.
Yeah.
He crunches his own numbers for
Exactly,
the loan.
exactly.
No, that's
I
not going to
agree.
work.
I agree.
You come to a loan officer.
I agree with you. I
We
agree
do
with
that
you.
professional.
Every profession should, and you should not cut corners
Yeah.
on certain things, and that's one of them.
Yeah.
I agree. So no, man, we got things we gotta, have a branch meeting and see how we're gonna go ahead and excel.
I'm excited about the office.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
There's just something different about walking into an office,
true,
right? It's like game time.
yeah. No, I'm expecting next
Less
week
distractions.
we'll be in the office. We'll set that all up, the desks and everything. We'll set up a branch meeting, and then we'll set expectations on how we're going to go ahead and do this. But I think we can make it fly.
Yeah.
Yeah. And look, I really the day I sent that text message was March 1st. I got the news about on my Instagram. There's one group that I've been following is great, talking about interest rates, and everything he mentioned, right, went ahead and started proving itself by email saying pricing improvement, and I got pricing improvements all day. So conventional dipped into almost the mid sixes, just on Friday.
Wow.
Yeah, from 7%.
Wow.
So I'm expecting that next week could be really good.
That's
Yeah,
great.
I'm excited about tomorrow and after to see where rates will be.
Okay. That's 50 bips.
Yeah, 500.
500 bips.
Yeah.
500 bips.
Yeah. So
What did you say the FHA is going to be at?
FHA
Should that follow as well, that trend?
Yeah, oh yeah, absolutely. I think FHA might be at 5.25.
Wow.
Yeah, and if I get it to 4.7, if I hear the 4.75, it's going to open up tons of doors for me.
The refi.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Okay, that's exciting news.
yeah. It is. So we want to target FHA streamlines, target people, reducing their FHA rates, MI rates, come down. I'm hope there's rumors that they're going to come down again, and if that comes down again, it's going to be a nice savings for people, just reducing their interest rate
Yeah.
with no cash out.
How's that going to affect the prices now?
Prices already been tough. I mean,
Are they rising?
Hani Aid was showing houses for me this morning with my client Amgat, and he was like, every single house had 30 other people. Open houses had 20, 30 people. The ones with no open houses had lines to get in. So people already got word.
Yeah.
People got word. Secrets out. I don't know how. Secrets, or people are just saying like we're on the just right about to where the rates are about to go down, and the problem is once rates go down, what are you going to see? You're going to see a flux of inventory come on the market because hey, now I can sell my house at this price.
You're right.
They qualify at a higher rate, right? At a higher price because the rate went down. Because the rate makes a big difference, the qualifying and the selling,
Right.
right? So sellers are actually looking at the rates more than
Than the
buyers,
buyers? Okay.
which is funny, and I didn't know about it, but after talking to many listing agents that just specialize in listings, they're like, look, we're not listing until rates go down. Because if I list it now, rates are at 7%, The average Joe client will not qualify for my house.
Yeah.
When rates go down to 6, now he qualifies for my house.
Right.
Right.
the prices
and I
may-
make another $100,000.
Right. Right.
So you're gonna see $100,000 increase.
Okay.
You will see Zillow say your property is worth at least $60,000 to $75,000 more. I want to say by, again, if things work according to the way I'm thinking, by summer.
Yes. I think July is what
July-
is what Barry Habib is predicting.
Yeah.
Where prices are going to kind of increase.
Oh, crazy.
Rates are going to drop.
Yes.
But they've already started dropping.
Yeah, but to really see that 4.75, 4% on FHA. Now imagine 4.7 on conventional. Oh my, that's gonna be a boom.
Wow.
It's gonna be a boom.
Yeah.
I mean, those rates are high compared to back in the days, but we haven't heard of a 4.75 in a long time.
In a couple of years.
Exactly.
So it almost makes sense now.
Mm-hmm.
Would you recommend your buyers to buy right now?
Absolutely.
Right now.
Absolutely.
Right?
I know
All
there's
the
a lack of
benefits.
inventory, but go out there and dig.
What
and
are the
find
benefits of buying now as opposed to waiting?
it. The benefits of buying now is you are getting into a higher payment, right? It's a negative, sorry, but you're getting that house at least, I want to say, from $50,000 to $100,000 less than what it could be. And guess what? That rate is just a refi.
Yeah.
This is a refi.
When I was at Ruth's Chris last night having
Yeah.
dinner. So it was a couple, good friend of mine.
Cool.
Known him from high school.
Okay.
So we're trying to convince him just to buy now.
Yeah.
And I laid out all the positives
Nice. Of buying now.
of buying right now.
Yeah.
The rates are still not great,
Uh-huh.
but that actually works in your favor because there's less people entering the market to buy.
Yeah.
You're going to have less competition.
True.
Imagine if you wait for rates to come down, look at all the bad things that are going to happen. Prices will go up.
Mm-hmm.
So you're going to be locked into a higher price of a house. You can't change that.
True.
The rate you could always change
Yeah.
with the refi.
Yeah.
The purchase price, once you buy it, you can't negotiate that.
True.
Right? So many different things. What else were you going to mention?
I'm thinking, when your turnaround times, when the boom happens, underwriting, fundings, you're going to go over on escrow times. So some people might say, okay, well, you're writing a bigger offer. Cash, that loan might go faster than a person writing 3.5% down.
Right.
So it's going to be, and again, I had that. I was working in, doing real estate in 2022, beginning of 22, when rates were still decent, right? They weren't crazy. And I was writing for clients $150,000, $200,000 up
Over the asking,
and we lose.
which is insane to me.
And we lose.
So that's another thing that people that are waiting for later,
Yeah.
expect that.
Exactly. So when I'm
expect
saying-
that to happen
When
again.
I'm saying 50 to 100, I'm being conservative.
Yeah.
I'm being conservative. I'm telling you, I wrote $200,000 over and I lose. 220 over and I lose. Right? It all comes down to payment.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If your payment is 3.75 on a 3.75 interest rate, it's lower than $100,000 more at a 5.5.
Yeah.
So imagine a 7.
Yeah.
Now you're talking that house could be $200,000 less.
Yeah.
And you're still making that same payment.
Exactly.
So
Yeah, definitely.
Buy now.
This is the last chance for
absolutely.
for certain people.
If you don't buy now, I feel sorry for you.
If you're very wealthy, you can wait.
Oh yeah.
If you don't have that much money to put down,
Buy now.
if you don't buy now,
No.
don't expect to
No, you're
be a
gonna cry.
homeowner
You're gonna absolutely cry.
Until when? Until something else happens where
Uh-huh.
the prices come down
Yeah,
again. Which could be another 7-10 years. Who knows, right?
You're absolutely
Some
gonna
event
cry.
happens.
Yeah. We're 50 minutes in, by the way.
Are we? Are we
Yeah.
50 minutes in?
I think this was pretty good though.
53 minutes.
Very nice.
Yeah.
This is fluid.